asset protection business for 29 years now. So if someone hands you a lawsuit that can wipe you out, we set up companies and trusts that can provide a lifetime of peace of mind and financial security. And during that time, I've heard about Dave Ramsey and his Financial Peace University class. And this year I decided to attend it. So today I'll be talking about his baby steps plan and what I think about it. So Dave Ramsey is a personal money management expert, radio talk show host, and TV personality who over the years has helped thousands of people become debt-free and change their financial lives. He gives no-nonsense advice to folks who have gotten in over their heads and helps them find their way out in a responsible way. And he's very entertaining, I must say, very straightforward, and very tough on debt. So if you're afraid of hard work, you might want to look elsewhere for advice. But if you're sick and tired of financial pressure and want to master your finances, I think his teaching are really a great place to start. I really did like his class, and I really highly recommend it. So in addition to his best-selling books and radio and TV shows, Ramsey also teaches, as we said, Financial Peace University at huge live events and by video like the one I attended. And the 7 baby steps are an offshoot of the FPU classes. So what are the 7 baby steps? On his website, Dave Ramsey lists what his 7 baby steps to financial freedom are as follows. Now please write this down. This is so important. I recommend that you get a pen right now and write it down or type it in your computer. Baby step number 1, save $1,000 to start an emergency fund. So this will keep you out of hot water if you have like a doctor bill, flat tires. Just set $1,000 aside and keep it there all the time to dip into for emergencies. Baby step number 2, pay off all debt using the debt snowball. So pay the smallest ones off first to give yourself encouragement and then move on to the next larger one. This baby step number 2, where you pay off small debts first, will help you get on the right track. And as you pay off more and more and more debt, it'll make you feel better inside, and you'll have fewer payments outgoing every month. Baby step number 3 is save 3 to 6 months of expenses in savings. Okay, so save 3 to 6 months of expenses. If you have a job that has a steady paycheck, 3 months. If you're maybe the only one of 2 of you working, bringing in an income, 6 months. If you don't have a steady, stable income that's a regular payment every couple of weeks or so, save 6 months. Step number 4, invest 15% of household income in Roth IRAs and pre-tax retirement. So this will give you security and savings in a tax-smart fashion. Step number 5 is set aside a college fund for children. If you have children that are at the age that will eventually attend college, set aside some money so you have some money set aside when you're ready for that expense. Also, maybe you have a daughter who's going to get married and you want to cover her wedding expense, for example. Baby step number 6 is pay off your home early. He said that nothing feels better than walking out on the grass that you own 100% of. Pay off your house early. So pay a little bit extra toward your mortgage and don't just pay the minimum. Baby step number 7, build wealth and give to charity. He likes investing in S&P 500 index funds. So those are the 7 baby steps recommended by Dave Ramsey. So make sure to write those down if you haven't, and I recommend you follow them in that specific order. The baby steps basically involve planning ahead for emergencies and paying off debt and then planning for the future. Even though a lot of these points may seem like common sense for a lot of people, for some, just thinking about doing these things, they haven't actually been done, and they haven't been told how to do them. So before doing the baby steps, here's the key thing. Make a decision to change. Before you even decide to head down the road of using or exploring the 7 baby steps, I think it's important to point out that just how key it is that you sit down, talk with your significant other if you have one, and actually make a decision that you want to change. A lot of people talk about how to change their financial lives, but never touch on the fact that if your spouse aren't ready to change, it isn't going to happen. So you have to want to change. Make that decision. I know for my wife and I in those early years, there wasn't one moment where we decided that we wanted to change. It was just kind of a gradual realization that we weren't spending our money as wisely as we could. Though we never had credit card debt and we didn't pay off the next month when the bill came due, we learned that lesson from our parents. If we didn't have it, we didn't spend it. So we wanted the feeling of how not carrying debt feels, and we wanted to be free. Now, getting to the point where you want to make a change might mean you've hit bottom, or it might mean you're sick of not saving enough towards retirement. It's a different point for everybody, but when you get there, you'll know. Now, before the baby steps, make a decision for no more debt. Once you've made a decision to change, you need to be able to begin the change immediately and make a decision as a family that you aren't going to incur any more consumer debt. And one of the big things, and I'm just kind of randomly talking about this because it popped into my head, is the FICO score. The FICO score was designed by the financial industry so that you have to have debt in order to build up a score in order to obtain more debt. It's a game invented by the financial industry to get you in more debt and keep you there. Don't play the game. They set it up for themselves to win and not for you and me to win. Do not play the game. Of course, keep good credit if you want to buy a home or something like that. But in most cases, we want to pay cash, buy a 2-year-old car instead of a new one, for example, but keep out of debt. Okay? So credit cards and home equity lines of credit are off limits. No more high-interest auto loans. If you want a new TV or a new kitchen countertop, you're going to have to save for them and pay cash. So no more store credit cards or buying clothing at ridiculous interest rates. So cut up your credit cards and draw a line in the sand. No more debt. For more information, I really do highly recommend that you sign up for Dave Ramsey's class. I have no part of his organization, so I have no incentive for saying this other than just caring about people. And so I recommend you sign up for his Financial Peace University class, whether you're deep in debt or you simply want to get some great ideas for wise financial management. I highly recommend it.